Welcome back to the Attack Tour Tournament Series. Tonight we have a Division 1 game featuring Marchless and the Oof Troop. Our first map will be here in Blizzard World. I'm here casting with Donnie Duck.
Donnie Duck Gaming here. Yeah, it should be an interesting series. This is, I believe, the second game in Division 1.
Yeah, we've had one game in Division 2, and this will be the second game in Division 1.
Awesome, I'm excited to see it.
Nanobob's unfortunately not being able to pull off the reverse sweep yesterday on Slipstream. So hopefully we have more of that to come. And we have another 5-map game between these two teams.
Yeah, that'd be super interesting to see. Almost as interesting as the Shanghai Dragons almost choking and making the games go to Game 7 earlier today.
We've had some exciting times in Overwatch recently, both big tournament, small tournament. Let's see how we roll out. Looks like Ranger on the sim. Not sure if that's a debate or if we're going to actually get to see him stay there. And then we have Sombra Ana Goats on the Marchless side. Sorry.
So if they are going to actually be running the Symmetra, I guess it'd be kind of just get to see exactly how the... Oh, no, okay, well, just kidding then. We'll get to see a 2-2-2 go up against Sombra Ana Goats. Interested to see how the Sombra is going to go ahead and play here on the defensive side here. Mainly, most of the time you will see probably more of an offensive Sombra, especially at this elo.
Oof Troop did play in the first tournament. Marchless is new, so they might have never met before. This is a totally different Oof Troop than what we've seen. Captain Fletch, I believe, was on DPS for them the first time. Now he's their main tank. Ranger played about half the games last time, and Parker Destroy and Edgelord were not on the team at all.
Interesting, some roster changes from the first season of the Attack Torb series. Looks like the Oof Troop are going to go ahead and take the high ground up here. We'll get to see a 2-2-2 go up against Sombra Ana Goats. Interesting, some roster changes from the first season of the Attack Torb series. Looks like the Oof Troop are going to go ahead and take the high ground up here. and
They're
kind
not
of just
making
poking.
too much progress though. They're kind of just standing there. Oh, they do drop down now as they make me eat my words.
Ooh, the Sombra gonna go ahead and go down here on Marchless. Two people could go down on Marchless. Looks like the Oof Troop's gonna go ahead and take the point here. The Rhines are kind of battling it off right now.
Fletch is in deep,
Rhines
but
gonna
not
go
really
down.
losing too much health, and they take everyone out. They're gonna push forward and take the space as well.
Making sure to leave one to cap. They got 3 people on right now. Ranger's gonna go ahead and get a little closer to hopefully peek a little bit, maybe get some more ult charge. Pretty clean first fight there for Oof Troop. Really interesting to see how this 2-2-2 comp's going to continue to run up against the Sombra Ana goats, especially how they've got Shatter coming up and they've got Nano ready to go on the side of Marchless. But it should be really interesting to see how the 2v2 matches up, especially with all this open up high ground that they can go ahead and take advantage of when you've got the ball that is goats. So it should be interesting to see if they're going to be able to take advantage of that.
Don Cheadle is outpacing Schmidt by about 20-25% on the... Oh, big Shatter.
Ooh, big Shatter going to go ahead and fall down. The Nano going to go ahead and come out, as well as the Dragons. The Dragon's going to be right on side of Datex. Datex is going to get separated from the team and going to go ahead and fall there during that Shatter. The rest of Marchless is going to go ahead and fall back. Ooh, Crane taking that nade and going to go ahead and lose to the other Honor Park Destroyer. Looks like another clean fight win for Oof Troop there.
Oof Troop did use a lot of ults there, but it didn't really hurt them too much because now they still have Trance for the grab that's about to be online. They take out the Gekkoning even though he has EMP.
Haven't really seen a lot of value from the Sombra quite yet. Just now getting her EMP online.
Yeah, 1 EMP and 2 points is not what you're looking for. You're looking for one as quickly as possible. We've seen them built in a minute or less though.
It's just unfortunate. There's the EMP going to go ahead and come down against the rally.
Hack, but the Trance is there because Zen was back on the cart. Now the grab
And here comes
out.
the grab.
Free grab with no Trance. Fat nade though.
That Nano going to go ahead and keep Captain Fletch up, where the reverse Shatter is going to go ahead and collect 3.
It's a battle of ults right now.
Yep, Schmitz is going to go ahead and go down here. Definitely
Despite
giving...
losing several people, they still launched the Dragon Wing.
Yep, Marchless definitely with the advantage right now. Being up 2. As you look here, you can see that Oof Troop's definitely falling off right now, falling back at least.
The Sombra Zen 1v1 on the cart. And the Sombra translocates out, leaving Matsu by himself. But he does leave the cart. I'm not sure what's going on with Oof Troop, but they're choosing to ignore the cart for a while.
Looks like Chen is going to go ahead and rally up here, going to go ahead and play a little bit more aggressively, causing the Oof Troop to go ahead and fall back. It's looking like Oof Troop's getting ready to come in again here. Keeping their comp the same. Ooh, no, they're going to go ahead and switch, and now they have their Sombra of their own. Edgelord going to go ahead and sneak up behind here. Ooh,
Yeah,
Captain Fletch going to go ahead and get hacked.
There comes a grab. It does not find much value with just Matsu, but it is enough to take him out. And he just launches the dragons into the ground after he gets booped by someone.
Unfortunately, it looked like it's going to be another fight reset there for Oof Troop, as Marchless is going to go ahead and take 2 out.
Oof Troop definitely had the advantage early in the fight, but Marchless has stabilized very well. They have an alt economy advantage. They're holding the cart, and they have not been able to make any more progress. A lot of alts coming out with the Shatter, and oh, they boop Captain Fletch into the pit. And Marchless is going to win this fight as well. Oof Troop still spamming in, trying to get some alt charge, I guess. Because they have 3 online with 2 more not far behind with the Grav and the EMP. They might be trying to do an EMP Shatter of their own. They're coming in kind of staggered right now, though. Now everyone follows behind the tank line.
Yeah, it's going to be super hard for them to get a lot of value here, considering that Don Cheadle is at 100% right now and going. But Daytex is going to go ahead and fall down there. Looks like they're going to have some room to go ahead and push in, especially with Captain Fletch having that chatter. It looks like they're just pushing him back here. And here comes the opportunity for him to slam down. Unfortunately, going to get put to sleep. Looks like Marchless is going to continue to fall back, though.
They're probably going to try and recontest right at the end now that the ults are wearing off.
Here comes the rally, but also here comes the grab.
They use the sound barrier, but the EMP is going to cancel that. We see the visor from Ranger come out, getting one.
Ooh, another shatter for Captain Fletch there.
The shatter comes out, and no one's able to touch. So Oof Troop is going to finish this with, if I recall correctly, a decent time bank.
0 to 3. Switching sides.
About a little less than 2 minutes left.
Initiating
So we'll see if Marchless can answer that. They did seem to get better as the match went on, so hopefully some of that momentum from the end carries over and they can roll through. But Oof Troop is going to try and use the strengths they had in the beginning of the map, where that train did not stop for a long time.
Yeah, they had a nice, really good stall here on third point, being able to hold this corner and choke really well and getting some key picks to kind of slow down their roll. Because they had about 5.5 plus minutes after capping that second point, and it took them a good 4 minutes to go ahead and cap that third point. But that's still a decent time for a Blizzard roll. Getting all 3 points is going to be super crucial in their defense here and them getting the map.
We see a interesting comp on the side of Oof Troop with a Widow, Brig, Ana, Roadhog, then oh, there comes the Lucio. So it's kind of a little better, but still running triple tank.
Yep, and you see on the side of Marchless, they're going to go ahead and run the same exact comp that they were running on that, or on this last part of the map, that last half. Really interesting comp coming from the Oof Troop.
They do have the Diva, though. They lost the Sombra. Go Diva.
Oh, yeah. They're back to basically standard old
just
goats, except with Ana goats, yep. Really interesting to see if the Ranger here, Ranger is going to be able to get any pick potential here. Because that's, I think, going to be like one of their bigger win conditions, is getting that initial pick at the beginning of the fight. So the only thing that they're going to have to really focus on here is the idea of getting off some of those picks, and hopefully Ranger isn't going to go ahead and feed them a whole bunch of ult charge.
Marchless is running a very similar rotation to what Oof Troop ran. They might have seen the success and been like, we're trying to do that. Oof Troop is holding the high ground, though. Not any point presence yet. There's a little bit. They drop down. Ana goes down, so does Widow.
I think the Ana pick, though, is going to be a little bit more crucial in terms of
Captain Fletch is well off by
Marchless
himself, though, and I don't think Ranger's hit a hook yet.
Yeah, I really think that Oof Troop really needs to capitalize on the fact that that Ana drop that goats that Marchless lost a lot of their sustainability in terms of being able to stand his fight. So they really, I think, needed to play a little bit more aggressive there to go ahead and deal a lot more damage to that team.
They try and recontest, but they aren't able to touch. A shatter comes through, and they don't take out the Brig. But Ranger and Captain Fletch go down.
Unfortunately, giving them a little bit more space. That shatter kind of at the end kind of was like a last-ditch effort to kind of get some space away from them. But doing that against a 3v6 really isn't going to work out much in their favor. So unfortunately, they weren't able to get anything out of those stuns.
And now Datex has a huge advantage on the alt charge for Rhine, 76 to 9. We'll see if Captain Fletch can make that up a little bit, maybe by using Parker's Nano.
Right now, I think I'm going to give the ult advantage definitely to Marchless here. They were able to get that first point without having to use much at all. We got the bomb coming in from the Gecko wing. Is it going to connect with anybody? Unfortunately, not going to connect. But a solo grab.
He shatters Ranger.
Ooh, a fat nade going to go ahead and come in. That's going to take out
save Parker, though. Or not Parker, Captain Fletch. There, Parker goes down. Both teams have run these first 2 points fantastically.
Yeah, I don't know. Currently, I'm really interested to see what value they're getting out of Ranger on the Hog. I haven't really seen that many hooks or that many key parts to it, his gameplay there.
They're still staying on the same comp despite no success so far.
Looks like they're gonna go ahead and switch off of that Roadhog and go ahead and go Brick. Hopefully they can get a little bit more value out of that Briggy.
Oh, huge EMP with the shatter coming through, but the sound barrier comes out and saves them. Grab comes out. There's no defensive ults. Two fall. No one falls from the grab. Lucio is hacked and goes down as well. So similar to last time, we're going to see a hold right after the beginning of third point. We'll see if Oof Troop can have a little bit more success, maybe take that time bank all the way down to 0, or if Marchless can push through and have an advantage. They still have over 2 minutes advantage to get this to the end.
And it looks like here that Marchless is going to go ahead and take that back. Going to get a fat nade, a big nade on 3 people on the team. Going to go ahead and drop that Captain Fletch here. And you see the grab also coming out on the side of Marchless. Going to go ahead, probably give them a little bit more of a chance of winning this fight. Looks like they're going to go ahead and win. Get some cart presence there.
They are going to come back with Shatter and EMP. So if they want to hold the cart again, they're going to have a chance, because this entire time Marchless has not been on the cart.
Looks like the Captain Fletch is going to come in all by himself. Let's see if they can go ahead and speed up on him and get that pick. The EMP going to come out.
Shatter. That's a huge shatter. 2 fall. A third is getting low. Here. They hack the Rhine.
Looks like almost an entire team wipe.
It does look like the Gekkening is able to get out. D.Va is a lot of alt charge. They could have used that on their next EMP or Shatter. But here we come with another fight. 3 alts on the side of Marchless and only two and mostly another one. Here comes the bomb. A lot of Rhines charging everywhere. No one
and if
died.
you notice there, Edgelord switched off of Sombra there. Now they're running the standard Zen goats right here. Grab gonna go ahead and come out on the side of the Oof Troop. Not really gonna go ahead and connect anything. The Nano is gonna go ahead and come out to Daytech. He's gonna be able to push in a little bit.
And dies.
Yep, Ranger's gonna go ahead and go down. The charge gonna happen on Captain Fletch. He's got that bubble. It's gonna go ahead and keep him up, but Smith's gonna go ahead and fall down to that. Looks like they're not gonna be able to get any pressure on Schmidt, but Park Destroyer is gonna go ahead and go down. Right now it looks like March is looking pretty good to cap here.
Ooh, a missed Shatter, and then Captain Fletch is going to fall. Lucio is uncontested on point right now, almost taking out the Ana. Parker is going to be able to come out with the trance and contest a little bit longer. We see Captain Fletch on the ball.
Big D.Va Bomb gonna come up and get some people off the point.
But it's not enough as... Oh, there's a huge grab. 3 people in it off the point, and they all go down. It looks like Brig and Baby D.Va are the only ones left. Brig falls. We're gonna have a very similar time bank, maybe even the same.
The same exact time bank.
Same time bank. These teams are definitely even. We saw pretty much identical attack and defense between them, with strongholds on third point.
Yeah, seen a lot of goats come out on that third point. Definitely a really strong place to see some goats. Not a lot of the high ground really for the enemy team or either team to work with to make a dive or anything like that work. So you got to see a lot of Reinhardt goats. Yeah, ultimately, I think what got them that last point was Marchless's ability to, or Don Cheadle's ability to get that grab off and connect 3 or 4 people, kind of giving them a massive advantage. And that was really the turning point to the solve.
Yeah, I think at that point, the entire team had come back, and 4 of them got caught. It completely changed the tide. It could have gone either way.
So who's going to be an attack on this one? We're going to have...
It looks like we have Oof Troop on attack. So same setup as we had the first time.
objective A.
All right, looks like we're gonna go ahead and see some Onagoats again coming out from the side of Marchless, and Oof Troop's gonna go ahead and bring out an interesting comp. It looks like they're gonna be running Rein Zarya with a Lucio and Ana, but as well as a Doomfist and a Sombra. Gonna go, so hopefully see some Hackfist here. Let's see if they can successfully...
They get the Reinhardt immediately, and they use that to push in. They missed the charge.
Separating and splitting that team in half.
The Doomfist is doing great at displacing people while Sombra picks them off. They're already at 80% on EMP. Captain Clench charges in and gets no one.
Edgelord already with an EMP.
Messing with them a little bit.
In less than 40 seconds, Edgelord was able to get an entire EMP, which is exactly what they needed to see in terms of getting more progression on this cart.
Yeah, it's basically the opposite of what we saw last time. Took 2-5, or that was the other team. Yeah, the 2-point EMP. So now they have 40 seconds left. They're going to be able to be aggressive for a little while longer, but then they're not going to be able to leave the cart because it'll be overtime the rest of the way.
Yeah. Oof Troop here with massive ult advantage right here.
Doomfist getting close. There's the hack. Don Cheadle goes down. Datex goes down. The team is just going to fall. And there goes the team kill.
With really good work there, using that EMP shatter combo to go ahead and just completely wipe up that fight. Looks like Oof Troop's gonna come back with some Nano Doomfist. Hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of that. While on the side of Marchless, yeah, no ultimates on the side of Marchless.
They're using the Nano to build for Schmidt to build his Grav. So then hopefully they might be going for Grav into the Doomfist ult.
Ooh, Ranger unfortunately gonna get hacked here. Not really able to use his ult quite yet, but the Grav is gonna come online. Gonna get 4 people. Meteor strike right on top.
He doesn't get anyone because of the sound barrier. Datex takes out 2 with his charge, a 3rd with the swing, and it looks like time does buy.
Yeah, no, that Patrick's ultimate on Lucio, the sound barrier was basically the only reason why they were able to win that round right there, because that saved them in the Grav and didn't let them get killed by Doomfist's ult.
Yeah, that was a 4K waiting to happen from Doomfist. But the huge sound barrier saved.
Ready for battle.
All right, interesting here. We're going to go ahead and see Oof Troop kind of get ready for the defense here, kind of pulling out an interesting combo here. Going to go ahead and throw down some bunker.
I am always down to see a Torbjorn played. Oh, and he switches off the Torbjorn. We have been debated again. Ranger is a man of the people for spawn room hero. He has yet to come out on one of the builds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers.
Looks like we're going to see the same exact comp again coming from Marchless. Going to see some Sombra Onagoats. Then on the other side, we're going to see some 2-2-2. We're going to go ahead and see some Hanzo play. It's looking good, though. Some Orisa Hog here. Those are going to be exactly, these are the people to watch. This is going to be the Orisa Hog.
They only have a minute and a half left. This is very winnable for either team. Oof Troop is hoping for a full hold, probably. And then if Marchless is able to take this out, it's going to be a great, like a huge nade.
A massive nade. Going to go ahead and take out all of Marchless there. They did not stand a chance there after that nade connected. A fat nade coming from Park Destroyer.
They do have a minute left, though. Plenty of time. They just have to make it to about halfway to second point.
And another interesting thing that I was noted to me is that if they can go ahead and rotate behind him and get behind that shield, they don't have a diva to stop one. Neither does the other team, or does Marchless. So it should be interesting to see, like, these nades are gonna also be very vital in getting a lot of key picks here.
Edgelord is put to sleep, but almost has the EMP and is charged. So that EMP might not come into play until next fight if we get there.
Yeah, not looking good for Oof Troop, as already down 5v6, and it looks like the Hog's gonna go ahead and be split here. They're kind of leaving him alone. Nope, they're gonna go ahead and push that Hog. He's completely by himself, isolated. Doesn't look good for him. He's gonna go ahead and get cut down here, but that does give Edgelord enough time.
They have 15 seconds left and an EMP. Oh, there's the Marshall's EMP first. Dragons come through, take out the Gekkoning.
It's looking pretty good here for Marchless as their EMP came out just before Edgelord's EMP.
That nano might cost them in the next fight because they're in overtime now. They can't leave the cart and they still have 92 meters to go. And they just use their only remaining ult.
They're going to come up on rally here, though, really quickly. The only thing that they've really got to be concerned about now that they're in overtime is going to be the EMP coming from the side of Oof Troop.
Yeah, we could see like a potentially EMP nano hog and just get everyone off the point. We'll see what they decide to do as we see Edgelord walk around to get in position. And there's a 4-man. Don Cheadle goes down. So does Daddix. They're down their tank line.
Yep, giving Oof Troop a lot of room here to go ahead and push in.
There comes the
Nate's going to connect with Patrick here. And the Bongo's going to come out. It's looking like we just got Patrick and Kane, the Lucio and the Ana, and the coming up all that's left.
There comes the sound barrier. Here comes the dragons. And
now, if we're going to be able to see that grab connect and get any value, that's going to be what's going to change this fight right here. It's not looking like that's going to do anything. Just 2 left here. We've got the Reckoning and Kane left. The Reinhardt and the Sombra just left. Reinhardt doing the best that he can. He's going to go ahead and get hacked.
Crane
not really able to do much.
The healers are able to come back. They can't really kill anyone. Like this fight's been going on a while. Then we see the Nano Sombra, but she gets hacked. And here comes the Wrecking Ball.
Looking really interesting here because the Gekko is coming up on his EMP. He's going to probably use that as soon as he can. That's going to potentially change the fight.
This is a huge turnaround by Marchless. They do have everyone back now. Running an interesting tank line, but the ball does fall now.
It's looking like Oof Troop's going to go ahead and back up here. Ranger, purple right now, just kind of backing up, and hopefully they're able to get ready and get a 6 for another fight here. They want a chance at winning this map.
We are definitely in one fight territory, being an over. And Oof Troop has completely come back. They're still on the Hog. Hog Reinhardt now. There comes the huge EMP. 6-man. Big shot.
And that's the problem right now. The only reason why Oof Troop was able to lose that was because Marchless every single time was able to get their EMP off before Oof Troop was. Every single time. Both of them were getting set up and ready to get and use those EMPs, but Marchless just moving a little bit faster here and going to go ahead and get both of those EMPs off just right before Oof Troop was able to get theirs off.
Here's that big grab we talked about at the end, catching 4 people, allowing them to and the solo shatter at the end, allowing them to finally finish capping that up. Ooh, Chan with the nearly 100% kill participation. I'd also like to take a moment to shout out, thank you for the lemon for cheering 313 bits in stream. We appreciate it. And we'll be back shortly after a quick intermission for our second map. All right, and we are back for map 2 of this exciting series between Marchless and Oof Troop. My name is Carpe, and we are here in Valskaya, a lovely 2CP map, also known as Assault. Definitely my least favorite map type. I know a lot of people like it, but it's just a little too long for my taste. Getting those 6 to 4 25-minute games. Hopefully, for your sakes, we do get one of those. A nice competitive.
Personally, the longest 2CP game I've ever played has been on Hanamura, where it was in a comp game, and my team ended up winning 9-8. Took us about 40 minutes to complete that game.
I think my longest game ever is actually on Rialto. We held overtime in the first point. Over 5.
Ready for battle.
It was like
That's what's super interesting about these 2CP points in games is that the roll potential is just crazy. After you win this first fight, you can, if you move quickly enough to second point, you can go ahead and roll. Then you'll end up with 5 minutes in the bank. And 5 minutes, if the other team caps exactly the same amount of time, it's just 5 minutes. It's just a continue. It's just a roll fest.
the recent rule changes did help it a little bit. Respawns are faster for defending teams on second point. Right after first point's capped, so you can't really roll as well, but the ult advantage can definitely be big where you roll through a team because you now have EMP Shatter, EMP Barrage, whatever, and they have
5,
Fight 13.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend
Looking super interesting from the side of Marchless here. They're going to be running triple tank, Moira, Bap, and with McCree.
We went from seeing a lot of triple DPS yesterday to seeing a lot of triple tank today.
Well, on the side of Oof Troop, you're going to go ahead and see Captain Fletch and Smith both on tanks because they're going to be running the standard 2-2-2 with Ranger and McCree. Yeah.
His name is Ranger, not the hero.
Yeah, no, I realized that. That's what I was thinking about. No, you're going to see a Pharah and McCree. Instantly, you're already going to go ahead and see the Gekkoning go ahead and get knocked out of her mech here.
And Captain Fletch is well outpacing Datex on the ult charge. I don't think Datex has really hit anything aside from the passive ult charge. Captain Fletch charges off the map, but with the Gekkoning, so they're able to get a tick. So that is permanent progress.
Yeah, it looks like they were able to go ahead and collapse on Kane there, who is centered right between all of them. It looked like that's going to be a win for Oof Troop there.
But Captain Fletch does get bad spawns, so they're not going to be able to roll as fast as they would like to, because now the entirety of Marchless is back, and they almost have Coalescence online. They do switch to Lucia,
new defense point.
so they're running a Moira Goat. I guess they want to keep the ult charge.
Yeah, no, Moira Goats is going to be super solid, especially against a Pharah. Going to have a lot more survivability against the spammy type comps that are going up against him.
Ooh, Datex takes out Matsu with the Fire Strike.
It looks like after that, you're going to go ahead and see Marchless go ahead and aggress on him and hopefully get some picks, but it's looking
Ranger's going to
interesting.
commit the ult, though. They're going to ult and back out. Parker goes down. Oh, big sleep on the Lucio. I don't think they're going to be able to capitalize because it's kind of far away.
It's really interesting that they're running goats into this comp. It seems like Marchless, it seems to be what they're best at. As you see, Oof Troop is
Fletch
definitely
charges
got a
in,
little bit of
gets
everything.
manoed and bubbled. Uses the shatter, dies. Datex goes down as well, but it looks like they're going to have to back out, losing their main healer and their main tank.
Yep, and Datex went ahead and committed the shatter to that as Captain Fletch charged into the point, kind of left the entire backline open and free as Datex was able to shatter and get a couple there.
Both teams used the shatter. They switched off the Ana to the Zenyatta. Now they have a defensive ult for the Grav. The Grav is at 100 and the defensive ult is at 4.
Bomb's not going to be able to connect anything, but
Dragons
the
come
Dragons.
through and split off the brig, but it doesn't, once again, not able to do anything about it. Captain Fletch falls first again.
unfortunately right now, it looks like what we're seeing a lot of is we're seeing a lot of Oof Troop committing ults when they're already down one player. They're not going ahead and initiating with any of these ults. All these ultimates we've been seeing have been after they've been down one player, so it's been a 5v6 in hope maybe that it could turn around the fight, but unfortunately it never connects and isn't allowing them to really push forward.
And if you look in that top right corner, Ranger used the dragons when they had the grab online. That could have been a game-winning combo, but instead now they're going to have to wait either for the next dragons or use grab by itself. There comes the Valk.
Yep, Ranger on the high ground right there, already at 62%. Here comes the grab. Hopefully he's able to connect some shots. Crane gonna go ahead and drop the sound barrier with the rally.
Captain Fletch goes down. Both Ryans are down. And Ranger goes down. And they're going to back
Troop's gonna go ahead and back out.
And Schmidt is going to fall late. Matsu as well. Matsu just jumps off the map.
And it's looking like Ranger's going to go ahead and have his ultimate, but Schmidt's going to only be at 26%, and they're going to go ahead and switch. So now they're running on a Zen here on this attack with the Edgelord and the Shatter. So if they can go ahead and get a really solid Shatter.
Very quickly, like as soon as he uncloaked in the back.
So it's looking like they're going to have the advantage here going in. Now they have the initial fight, or the initial pick to start this fight off. Shatter's going to come around and connect with the Moira there. Looks like they were running an interesting combination here. Going to go ahead and do the Shatter Dragon.
It does take one, and then they take out two despite being in the grab. They're going to have to finish these kills off before the respawns start happening.
And it's going to be looking super good for them with capturing the point as the they no longer have a D.Va to stop the
big nade.
Ooh, amazing Shatter.
The Shatter does kind of split the team a little bit. They don't really get everyone they would like to. And there comes the Reaper out, taking one out. And there's a nade on Datex to kill them. Oh, here comes the ball. They're going to keep recontesting. They're doing a great job at this so far. And there we have it. They finally take second point.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
With about a minute 20 left, a little bit under. That is definitely a matchable time bank for Marchless. Similar to our last map, we saw Oof Troop start off real strong and then kind of stall towards the end before finally coming through. A lot less time bank than they would like. We'll get to see the comps roll out in about 10 seconds. See if anyone runs anything fun.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and go with the guess here that Marchless is going to go ahead and probably run some Ana Sombra goats.
Well, they have a
I am entirely wrong.
You see the quad DPS roll out from Marchless. We'll see if they stay that way. They do get the 36 seconds to destroy the spawn room if they so choose. We see a soldier and a Reaper from Oof Troop.
Really interested to see if they're going to go ahead and roll out with this. The majority of the time, we've only seen them on their Sombra or their Sombra Ana goats. So really interested to see if they're going to go ahead and roll out with this. A complete switch on what I, expected them to do.
Another big thing is the amount of healing on the side of Oof Troop. They're running Moira Ana. So they're going to be healed up, certainly, if they're able to stay in a group from that Moira spray. And then Ana has the range, so they can heal anything.
Defend objective A.
We're going to see how they deal with the split comp that is 1-4-1. As the Gekkening is able to get past. No one really spy checked. He's going to go right to point. Oh, nope, he's going to get some alt charge and get out.
Definitely looking at Oof Troop's comp, though, it looks like it would yield a lot more potential, really, if you really think about it. Instead of Moira running that Zen, Zen would allow for a lot more damage.
Sombra Ana goat.
There you go.
They were just scouting on 1-4-1. Both Rhines fall. It looks like Edgelord is also gonna fall. Marchless is winning the fight right now. We'll see if they can keep it up. They have not taken any presence on point. As
Looks like Marchless is gonna slowly get the ball rolling here and gonna go ahead and take this first point here pretty easily after making the comp switch. And I think a big problem with the with Uftrupe's comp there is they had a lot of healing, but they didn't really need a lot of healing. The Ana would be able to pump into the Reinhardt and the Zarya, and the DPS didn't really need that much healing, and the Zen would allow a lot more damage potential there, especially with that Discord. I'm gonna see Ranger go ahead and switch off onto the Doomfist. Hopefully he can create some harassment for the backline. As you see, the Gekkoing coming up 91%, 92% on that EMP, which is going to be a game-winning ultimate for them. So they're going to go ahead and push in super hard, super aggressively here, kind of getting them off the point here.
Another big
EMP
hack.
coming online.
They get 5 with the hack plus EMP, and they're able to get almost 2 ticks. Ranger goes down. Captain Clutch charges across point and catches no one, but he is behind the team now. Oh, the counter chatter is nice, but they're not really able to capitalize on it too much. There's the grab. 2 grabs. Big purple.
Yeah, definitely seems to be going on the side of Marchless here. You see that nano come out, that's definitely going to help them secure this, what seems to be this victory here. They got to take out that Ana, though. That Ana's just kind of still in the back corner, keeping that ball up alive. But that hack on the ball is going to go ahead and make him fall.
The ball
gonna go ahead and back out.
And they do have, and they have a much larger time bank.
So we're going to go ahead and see the Uftrupe on attack here.
To 2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Yeah, Uftrupe with the minute 20 and the Marchless with 4:30 left. They're hoping to take a commanding 2-0 lead before we head into halftime.
Ready for battle.
All right, it looks like on the defensive side here, we're going to go ahead and see some 2-2-2, kind of outside of what they've been playing.
That's the first time we've seen Junkrat.
Attackers in
Yeah,
And,
Junkrat, definitely.
30 seconds.
It looks like we're going to see pretty another Junkrat on attack here, potentially, if they're going to go ahead and run it. You're going to be running not Sombra, they're going to be running Pharah and a Junkrat, hopefully to kind of do some splash damage against what they're assuming is goats.
They're gonna have some serious shield break,
Defend objective A.
and they don't run out on the Sombra like the other team to scout, so they are entrenched in this comp until probably after the first fight at least. Patrick gets low but gets healed up immediately.
Captain Fletch already connecting with 2 on that fire strike.
Ranger is just raining justice from above, 1 rocket at a time, and already at 50% on all charge. That text falls, but there's a huge purple on the side for Uftrupe. Edgelord goes down. It's 1-1 each team.
Captain Fletch gonna go ahead and charge in and be kind of in the middle of everybody. Gonna get slowly back out here to kind of take some space, leaving his teammates on the point all by themselves.
30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds remaining, and we have a kind of chaotic fight. Haishan takes a few out, and we have a 2v2 on the point with...
Oh, that fire strike coming downtown from Datex. Gonna go ahead and take out the Brig.
Who says Ryan isn't a sniper? And Marchless is going to stabilize for that fight. And now there's only 10 seconds left for Uftrupe to try and take this entire point. If they do cap, they get 30 seconds additional time to get to the second point. But it doesn't look good for them right now. With Captain Fletch extremely low, and he's hacked, and isn't going to fall. Big grab with 2 in it. And
It's looking like it's going to go ahead and be on the side of Marchless here, as they're going to go ahead and take this round and deny them from getting the first point, or even a tick on the first point for that matter.
Score 2-2. Switching sides.
we see some Junkrat love in the Twitch chat.
Initiating match.
It did not go too well for Uftrupe on the attack Junkrat, but with the full hold, you can't really complain about the results for Marchless.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see if what they're gonna go ahead and run here. Marchless is gonna run on attack here. All they've got to do is go ahead and get this one tick here. So if they can get that first tick, that'll be a big deal, and they'll win this map.
Ready for battle.
This might be the time to run the 1-4-1 because you get a lot of speed there and you just go to point. Hope for a big ol' C9.
Especially if the ball can go ahead and get on point and cause a little bit of distraction for Oof Troop, then that maybe might give the rest of the team enough time to go ahead and push through and get on to secure the positions that they need.
Oof Troop looks like they're running a May comp, which we've seen run pretty well on 2CP before, wall off the choke and punish whoever just walked through. We'll see if Marchless can adapt to that with their similar Sombra Ana Goats composition. Looks like they're having Sombra Scout again. Oh, barely misses the icicle.
Very interested to see if they're going to go ahead and run Goats into a May composition here. And it's looking like they're going to go ahead and do that. Geckoing falling pretty fast there.
Did get a little distraction, but they're not going to push in on it after everyone collapsed back onto the point. They do have 4 minutes. That's plenty of time. They can figure out what strategy they want to do, build some alts.
I'm not sure if I really like them staying on Goats here, considering that the other team has a May, kind of can really split the team in half and get a lot of crucial picks here.
The Pharah might have been a better pick here. Edgelord does get hacked on the Zarya.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and rotate in and split the team up a little bit. That wall not really going to be able to do a whole lot there.
Fletch falls. It looks like Matsu is going to fall soon as well. And there goes Schmidt on the May. Oh, the Nano already. But it is a 2v6. We see some GGs in the chat already, and that will do it with team kill kind of coming through. And the one tick is all they need. So Marchless takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Marchless played that really well there. The only problem with that defense right there by Oof Troop is the fact that Maywall wasn't able to split anybody up or get the teams away from each other. So
Let me see Don Cheadle with the play of the game. In overtime of the Oof Troop. Grab to clean everything up. All right, we're going to take a short halftime intermission. We'll be back shortly with map 3.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
All right, looks like we're going to go ahead and be back going into map 3 with Marchless versus Oof Troop here. Marchless is going to have the 2-map lead. So right now what I'm looking to see is the reverse sweep by Oof Troop here. Looks like it's going to have to start here.
Quick shout out to thank you for the lemon for another 13 bits in chat. Keeping up the chat MVP. I appreciate your energy. And also to you, Donnie, for the 5-month subscription.
Well, man, right when this first started, I knew I wanted to support it and be a part of it. So that's why I went ahead and hit that sub button, you know?
Well, if you want to be like Donnie Duck, because I know I do, go ahead and hit that sub button. Support the stream so we can be bigger and better each time you watch us.
Have you heard of Twitch Prime? Twitch Prime? Question mark?
You might have a free sub that you don't even know about. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. So that is one free sub. Any Twitch channel of choosing. You knew every month. Yes, Twigs. Free. Kind of. You're paying for Amazon Prime, so you're paying for something, but I don't pay for Amazon
Prime. Honestly, when I got Amazon Prime, I didn't even know about Twitch. And so I went ahead and started watching Twitch, and I said, oh my goodness, I have a free sub button. So it's kind of free in the sense that you're paying for that service already, and this is just an added benefit to having a Prime.
Yeah, and we are hoping to have some emotes and sub badges soon. But right now, we got some gameplay starting. This is the goats map. I didn't expect anything less. Goats v goats. We see
Well, we're gonna
Ooh, we see an interesting goats. No Lucio on Oof Troop. That is a big part of the goats. And
Yeah, very
Rangers
interested to see how that's
perfect.
going to work here, especially with Marchless going to have the advantage here with aggressing onto the other team.
No one's died yet, and there goes Parker destroying the first one. Big nade from Crane, and that's gonna help them take the point. It looks like. Well, they're ignoring the point, but take the first fight.
Yeah, definitely going to go on the side of Marchless here. Not really surprised by that one, especially now that the other team does not have that Lucio. Definitely at a disadvantage without that speed boost onto the other team.
And Papa Twigs found out Twitch Prime is in fact a thing, and he dropped his sub in the chat. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now that we see them holding doorway, so it's gonna be Captain Fletch goes in, gets the bubble. Matsu goes down, and they're
You
gonna
see
keep
Don
pushing.
Cheadle here. Don Cheadle is going to go ahead and have that grab as well.
And they just wipe the floor with them. They do probably use the nano again. Their nano usage has been kind of suspect. We see Oof Troop go back into spawn. Marchless is looking to put a commanding stamp on this and be like, we are the team to beat right now. We want that 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Marchless here definitely looking super solid, especially in terms of ult economy here. They got the grab ready, but just as Ranger was going to go ahead and get his Transcendence ready.
There's a Transcendence preemptively on the grab, I guess, but the bomb comes
Bomb.
in and takes
Bomb
out
gonna get a
4.
4K. Actually, a 5K. Gonna go ahead and get Schmidt out of the mech as well. They're gonna go ahead and stagger Schmidt. Oh my goodness, what a great combo they had right there.
Marchless is certainly feeling it right now.
That was a great combo by the Gekkoning. We've seen a lot of great plays by the Gekkoning, especially with his Sombra play earlier on Blizzard World.
They are gonna
Definitely
pull
by
back a little bit farther. They're not really being aggressive like they were. I'm not sure what the reasoning is. Now they're here comes the bomb behind, and they shatter. Gets no one. The bomb doesn't get anyone. Schmidt goes down to the melee from the Ana.
Uh-oh. Haishan's gonna go ahead and fall there, getting hit with a nade and then booped around.
They have a little bit of a spawn advantage right now. Captain Fletch is looking to hold his W key down with his forehead.
Definitely interested to see what comp Oof's running right now. They're gonna be running triple tank ball Ryan.
There comes a fat nade. Oh, the sound barrier looks like it's gonna save them, and the nano. Ryan is getting all the resources right now, and let's see if he can do some damage. Another 4 assist kill and a shatter on Datex and Haishan. Oof Troops looks like they can take this.
Definitely gonna go on the side of Oof Troop here, but they're gonna go ahead and waste a lot or use a lot of ultimates there. They had to use the Transcendence, the Nano, the Shatter, and it looks like they're pretty much just gonna have the Riptire coming into this next fight where Don Cheadle might be able to get that grab in the middle of this fight. And without that Transcendence, it's almost a death sentence for the entirety team of Oof Troop, knowing that it's a one-match game right now for March.
Yeah, we'll see if this tire from Matsu can maybe stall out for another fight. Give Ranger a little bit of time. He's already at 42%. We see the Sombra causing a little havoc behind. Here comes the tire on the grab.
Ooh, the tire's gonna go ahead and get 4.
So the grab was actually against Oof Troop, but the tire kills everyone anyway. So now we see all about even. We see Ranger almost have the Schmidt almost have the minefield, and Ana has the nano boost. The Gekkoning falls.
Yeah, super unfortunate that they went ahead and used the grab that early there. I get that they needed to win the map, but they also needed to be aware that Junkrat's definitely gonna have his ultimate ready, and that was almost gonna be losing fight. Another nade gonna go ahead and connect on 2. Gonna go ahead and take him out, as it looks like Oof Troop's gonna go ahead and push in on Marchless. Doesn't look like Marchless really knows what to do right now.
We're already at a 99 to 63. This might come down to 99-99. Marchless went from looking extremely confident that they were going to take this map, and now they're kind of lost.
Yeah, especially this is an interesting comp for Oof Troop, but it seems to be working right now, as they're going to zone off everybody, and the Shatter's going to go ahead and connect.
And the grab, but no one's really there for the grab. The teams have almost switched positions from where they were earlier.
Yeah, it's looking super good here, as they still have that Riptire going to go ahead, but that seems to be all they're going to have. It looks like on the side of Marchless, if they're able to touch, they're going to have their EMP beat, and they're going to also have a rally.
Goes down. That might have been
going to go down. That's going to be it's going to be the game.
Oh, they do touch just in time. Oh, the tire gets no one. Oh, there goes Datex. He finally falls.
Yep, I think that early pick on the The Gekkenwing's definitely going to help Oof Troop here, but she's going to go ahead and come back here. Hopefully, I'm not sure if they're going to have enough DPS, though, unfortunately, to go ahead and turn this back over on their side.
Oh, Captain Fudge charging from downtown.
Daytek's coming back as well. Just going to go ahead and spin to win, hopefully, for a little bit.
They do have a decent amount of CC. They can probably take him down. There it goes.
And finally, Daytek's going to go down, and the first round's going to go ahead to Oof Troop.
Oof Troop
Interesting.
with the 100 straight percent after it was 99-0.
0 to 1. Ready or
And we head to, I believe, this night market? And we see no comp switches yet. Ranger going on the Moira. Schmidt is on ball, but we would think that's going to change unless they're running a very strange Junkrat goats situation. And then we see traditional Ana goats on the traditional goats with an Ana on Marchless. They've run a lot today. Gone pretty well for them. Obviously, they have a 2-0 lead. Schmidt is going to stay on the ball.
Yep, and if I'm Marchless here, I'm looking for that ball to go ahead and play an aggressive dive in, and then what you got to do is you got to either see him in some way and going to go ahead and take him out so they can take the advantage there. A nade going to come on the side of Oof Troop, going to have get Icing in the Gekkwing. Not really looking like it's going to make a difference as Park Destroyer and Captain Fletcher are going to go ahead and fall down.
And Edgelord just kind of stands still, letting him take him out. The Moira is left, and so is the Junkrat, and they're both probably going to get... Oh, Schmidt knocks 2 off the map. I don't think it will matter again. As he goes down to Patrick, they might be able to use the late kills on Datex and Haishan as push, but it doesn't look like... they are going to push in 5v4, I guess?
But they're going to rotate and go ahead and give him the point here.
Marchless
not
touches
quite.
at the last second and is able to rotate around, and there comes the minefield, so they're stuck on point. Datex
Don Cheadle was super split there. Not really sure what was going on there with that rotation there. Basically gave him the point, to be honest with you. Looks like Oof Troop should be able to go ahead and cap here. Well,
Patrick
like what
stalls it a
happened.
little bit, gets him up to 30.
It looked like what happened there is that they went to rotate around, but Don Cheadle did not get the message, and he was late to the fight, needing that they needed to retouch there to get possession of the point. They just were split 5v6. Didn't really give them any advantage there.
The strange 3 tank comp might end up working for Oof Troop, hopefully pulling off the reverse sweep. Oh, here comes the tire. And it catches 2, probably 2 extremely important picks. With Ranger throwing out the Coalesce as well. Oh, they're losing Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle
is out for a while. Schmidt is getting close to another minefield, which we saw 2 fights ago was pretty pivotal in zoning, like, I believe he said, was Don Cheadle off.
It's looking like Marchless is going to have a lot of ults coming in here. Unfortunately, that Shadow's not going to go ahead and connect with anybody, just short of the Ana.
Here comes the bomb.
Bomb thrown up way too high there to make any value.
Dual grabs.
Grabs at the exact same time.
Datex takes out half the bombs and Matsu, but the passive takes out the Gekkening.
Right now, I'm on the side of the Oof Troop, going to go ahead and win this fight as well.
Oof Troop is ahead. Edgelord is out there with Captain Fletch, and they're both very low and purple, but it looks like they're able to get that massive healing from Moira, and it's not going to matter. But it does give Ranger another Coalesce that builds extremely fast.
Marchless is going to go ahead and make a lot of picks happening right here, but I think it might have been too late, honestly.
Yeah,
I think they
the
decided to make these changes a lot too late. Yep, I think it just took them too long to make these choices.
Matsu gets very low, and he's gonna throw out the tire, probably on point. Maybe a little zoning. Matsu goes down. The tire gets taken out by the ball, but they need someone on point.
Interesting here. Not really sure it's anybody's fight right now. It looked like it's going to be on the side of Marchless here.
Yeah, they take out the last few people with 3 left on point. They're going to take it. We'll see if they can do the same thing that Oof Troop did the first round and take it from 99 on the other team to 100 for them.
Schmidt's gonna go ahead and switch off the ball here on the side of Ooftrip. Gonna go ahead and go Diva to kind of deal with that Pharah spam here. Not really sure if that's the choice. They're gonna need somebody to really take care of that Pharmacy going on.
Yeah, the Junkrat is gonna be fodder for the. Oh, and he goes down after the sleep. If I was Ooftrip here, I'd be making some changes because the Moira does not do well against this comp, and he does switch off the Junkrat, probably for the best.
I personally don't, right now, I don't have a problem with the Junkrat.
Ooh, Matsu takes out Don Cheadle in the Battle of the Hanzo.
Yeah, currently I don't have a big problem with the Junkrat. I think it's like they just need, yeah, they needed to get the hit scan here. Not really sure what they need to do to make these changes to make it work for them.
And Diva is still the only counter to the Pharah. I guess Matsu on the Hanzo hopes to do something. But right now they're zoned off and they got 10 seconds left to touch point. And here comes Matsu on the, and Schmidt. Oh, Matsu goes down. It looks like the Diva is going to be able to touch.
Jaytek's is going to go ahead and get 3 here.
The point is flipped. We'll see if Marchless notices and they can, it looks like they noticed because the entire team is here and they are killing everyone.
Wait, we just got the Lucio left here trying to stall out.
And he goes
Not really
down.
gonna be able to do that.
The overtime wick burns down. Here comes the Tracer, not able to touch. So close. And we have a 1-1 heading into third.
Now I remember what you said. You were talking about the Moira, and I don't really think I had a problem with the Moira in that comp right there, because the Moira definitely has a lot more survivability than most of the heroes in that that can heal, especially against a Pharah there, especially with her mobility, gives her a lot more of survivability against a comp like that. So I think, yeah, definitely the Junkrat was something that needed to be changed in order for them to make that comp work.
We see they do bring out the McCree because this is a big Pharah map. We'll see if Ranger can appropriately deal with the Pharah Mercy. They do know they run their own Pharah as well. No Mercy though. And a ball. We'll see any boobs come across these bridges. Daytex
Captain Flesh gonna step off the main tank here and go on to the Pharah. Giving the main tank up to Schmidt. Schmidt's gonna be the one playing ball.
Well, Ranger goes down to Don Cheadle. They're running solo. They're running Lucio Ana instead of the solo Mercy. But it looks like Haishan is just gonna kill everyone on point and let Marchless take it. Schmidt's just gonna jump off, fall off. I didn't quite catch that. Steve is asking in chat if Don Cheadle replaced Terrence Howard on Marchless. We'll have to ask them after. Taking all of Terrence Howard's jobs. And we see the monkey come out. Looks like they're running a weird double hit scan dive comp.
Yeah, that Pharah's been causing a lot of problems for him, and that's why they figure they need to go ahead and take care of it.
But Don Cheadle's been able to take out the. Well, Haishan goes down to Ranger. Ooh, there's 3 more kills for Marchless.
Ooh, Daytek's Crane gonna go down. Don Cheadle though, looking like he might be able to hold the point down himself.
We have a
almost.
Mercy Zen 1v1 on the point, and Don Cheadle comes in. Sombred left and translocates out. Edgelord switching over from the Widow to the Sombred, already on out 25. Pulse Bomb comes out and gets 1, but Haishan goes down as well. I think they'll take that trade because that means Edgelord's not building any ult.
Ranger's gonna go ahead and take a nap.
Yeah. With the oh, that's a big. Oh, it still takes that Captain Flesh despite the trance being out. I believe he was native. A lot of ults coming out from Marchless.
Ooh, Ranger's gonna fall asleep instantly here. He's gonna go ahead and fall down.
Well, he loses the high noon.
Haishan gonna go ahead and fall off the map, I believe.
He's having a rough go. He's two kills in a row.
It's looking super good here for Marchless though, seeing this ball comp come out for them on their side. Edgelord's gotta get that EMP if they want a chance of winning this map or this point here.
They lose their Diva mech pretty early, but it looks like he might be able to farm it off of the ball, but he does go down.
2 down on the side of Oof Troop here.
Don Chindo's gonna fall. They're really close to an EMP. Matsu's really close to dying as well. Edgelord falls though. They're not gonna be able to use the EMP. All that's left is, and that's it. Marchless takes a 3-0 lead.
Gonna give them the series here. We're gonna go ahead and play a map for map differential though, so we'll get to see one more map of Marchless versus Oof Troop.
Play of the game.
Oof Troop trying to avoid the sweep. They certainly haven't played like a team about to 4-0. They have played very well, and we've seen 4Ks from both teams on this map. So the play of the game could have gone to anyone, but we're gonna hope that we have another great map ahead of us.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that bomb. That grav combo was crazy good there. Definitely allowed them to hold on to that point a little bit longer and stall them out right at the gate.
The crazy thing is, they didn't even win that point. Oof Troop ended up reverse sweeping it. But we will be back. All right, and we are back for map 4, heading to Australia and Junkertown. As we know, Marchless has already taken this series, but Oof Troop is trying to avoid the sweep and get the 3-1 loss. Map differential is, I believe, the first tiebreaker when it comes to seeding for our knockout bracket, which will happen in about a month and a half. If you want to know when we broadcast our games, be sure to hit that follow button. Or if you're feeling real spicy, subscribe, like me and my boy Donnie here.
Twitch
Or
Prime.
use your free Twitch Prime like Papa Twigs did last map. We'll get to see the comps in about 8 seconds with Oof Troop, I believe, attacking first.
Ready for battle.
Looks like we might see some pirate ship action. We're going to see some Onagoats. Sticking with what works, I guess. 3-0, there's not too much to complain about. Shadow subscribing with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Camera operator, Twitch Prime subscriber extraordinaire. You are the man. And it looks
Also,
like
something to be noted is if this is going to go ahead and be a sweep, if Marchless is going to go ahead and get that 4-0 victory, it's going to be the first sweep of the series.
Yes, we have a 2-1-1 game and a 3-2 game. We have more games tomorrow with Tactorb Orange. We're not quite sure if it'll be streamed yet, but we're working on it. If you are interested in casting, reach out to one of us and we'll get things rolling. They are doing the sneaky strat, hiding in this room here, and they're going to come around behind Cart, I'm assuming, and try and take out this Bastion.
They're going to go ahead and see some interesting bunker comp on the side of Oof Troop here, running a Genji rather than...
And the Genji goes down immediately. There's no BAP there to save the Bastion on point, so he dies quickly, and Marchless takes apart the pirate immediately.
Maybe you're going to see some switches here coming straight on the side of Oof Troop. You're going to see that Arista go away, and they're going to go ahead and opt out for a Reinhardt here. And also going to switch on that Mercy.
Switching. No, there he goes. Genji took a little while to switch, so I wasn't sure if they were trying some new secret strat no one's done before.
We're going to go ahead and see some goats v Ana goats here. Or I guess Zenyatta goats versus some Ana goats here. It's going to be interesting to see what Oof Troop's going to be able to do here, considering that Marchless is going to definitely have the ult advantage here as they're pushing in with that rally here. And you can see Oof Troop's trying to back out, but that shield's getting pretty low. The charge is going to go ahead and come in from Captain Fletch. Unfortunately, not going to really do much for him here, as they're going to go ahead and fall down. And Oof Troop's going to go ahead back to the spawn.
They are going to have, it looks like 4 ults, almost 5 with Patrick, or 3 almost 5 with Patrick and Don Cheadle. Getting close. We see 3, almost 4 on the side of Oof Troop.
Yep, and a super good stagger coming out on the side of the Marchless because they got Schmidt out of mech, and Schmidt had to go ahead and jump off the edge of the map to go ahead and get her mech back.
Right now, and I don't know if they know that, and he tries to 5-1. Ooh, someone loses their shatter, and then the other shatter comes in. Here comes a bomb. Gets no one. Patrick does fall, though. We'll see if... Oh, Captain Fletch falls. Marchless is down 3 right now. They commit trance to a probably already won fight. That kind of might hurt them in a little while.
Yeah, as Don Cheadle has the grab, it's gonna go ahead and do pretty good for them if they're gonna go ahead and allow him to get out here. But you got Ranger on Don Cheadle here, and he has no healing and low health. A great stagger there on the side of Oof Troop.
Yeah, the entire team is pretty much back except the Gackening and Don Cheadle now, who is still respawning. They might not even be able to recontest here as 6.
Yep, Ranger's right there getting ready to bump them off. As he's going to do that, he's going to go ahead and fall asleep up top here. Might be able to, probably might die here. He's going to go ahead and get out. D.Va Bomb's coming out on the side of the Gecko.
Bomb in and take out the Ana, who was well behind the shatter into nothing. The Ryan gets stunned. Sound barrier comes out.
It's not looking like a...
Ooh, the shatter one.
going to go ahead and come out here. Crane impact. Going to go ahead and fall here. Don Cheadle held on to that,
Ooh,
Right, they kind of needed to use it. Hopefully he doesn't use it here. Oh, gonna go ahead and... Is he gonna be able to do much, though? I don't think it's gonna get anything done, though. Unfortunately, gonna go ahead and throw that ultimate away. Maybe they're making some swaps. Fight was kind of already lost.
I guess.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Patrick gets killed very late. He's gonna get bad spawn on that one.
Very interested to see why Marchless is kind of pushing up right here, considering that they're down 3. They do have 2 supports in Orion, but that's not really going to do a whole lot for them as the 3 spawns are coming back. They kind of need to keep backing up here. Gonna go ahead and go in with that rally here, but that trans is gonna go ahead and come out here, knowing that Don Cheadle just uses his grab. He has not had much time to go ahead and get any ult charge.
There comes a nano as well. Oh, here comes a bomb over the top. It's gonna get one.
Ooh,
Big purple.
Big purple. It looks like Oof Troop's gonna go ahead and have to back out here.
The Oof Troop gets taken down with about 2.5 minutes left. And midway through.
Ooh, and they're gonna be able to stall out Schmidt really badly here. So he's just sitting on point waiting to die.
And he slept. Oh no. The entire team is back and he's not even awake yet.
He's not even moving. They're waiting for him to kill him, but they're not going to kill him. That's something he has to realize. He's got to do something here. Schmidt's got to do something. Right now, they're just leaving him there, and Schmidt's unfortunately just sitting there.
Right before the mech comes back, while the entire team is back on point.
Yeah, that was super unfortunate there, because Schmidt really needed to make a move and try to head back, and that would have made them have to kill him a lot sooner. That way, he wasn't able to group with his team. Instead, he just sat on the point there, kind of allowing that stall to continue.
So now they're fighting without a diva. He should be making his way back pretty soon.
Ooh, a nice nade going to come in. Unfortunately, not really. Ooh.
Both
Gonna get some work done there. The rally though gonna come on the side of
Here comes the diva bomb and gets Crane, who looked like he was behind a wall.
looking like Oof Troop is gonna go ahead and have the advantage here.
The Gekkening does
Steve is
take out
up
his
on the high
counter.
ground. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and get out.
They should be able to recontest this before it hits the end. With
Currently,
someone.
ooh, the Gekkening
That's
losing his mech and dying. That's going to be a big stagger. Probably shouldn't recontest this considering they're going to be down.
We've seen crazier
Some-
things.
We have some tactical crouching happening on the side of Captain Fletch by their own teammates as he falls.
Here comes a shatter, and just gets Datex, but then the sound barrier comes out. Haishan's still taking a nap behind the cart. There comes another sound barrier. Schmidt gets purpled and is running an Anna right now. Here comes a bomb. Takes out
Ooh, the
Matsu
bomb's going to go ahead and get Matsu here.
and Schmidt's mech. Schmidt is looking. Schmidt's trying for a back cap, but Don Cheadle notices.
They're just going to stall out this baby diva some more. Schmidt's got to do something. She can't just sit there on the cart and expect them to kill her. That's not what's going to happen.
And there
Waiting
it
to the
goes.
exact last minute.
Then there's 13 seconds left. They probably are going to be able to touch, but they're going to have to take the fight 5v6.
I'm not even sure they're going to be able to touch. Ryan might... Oh, no.
Ryan's in by
Atex
himself.
didn't,
Purple and down.
didn't counter shatter that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to touch. Looking like the Shadow's going to go ahead and come out and connect on Ranger here. And you look here, you kind of see the rest of Oof Troop going to go ahead and fall here slowly and surely. They're just going to go ahead and lose. The solo grab coming out on Schmitz, the Naked Diva. Not really much left for
Camouflage
options
is
there on the
coming
side
around
of
the corner, but is not.
Oof Troop. Unfortunately, unable to get back to the cart.
Score 0-1. Switching.
Very winnable for Marchless, but also pretty winnable for Oof Troop. We've seen full holds on Junkertown before, so if they can just do that, then Oof Troop can walk out with a win.
And I'm not even going to lie to you, Oof Troop lost a lot of time because of Schmidt just sitting on the point waiting to get killed when that's not going to happen. They're just sitting there and letting him stall and just taking up more time away from Oof Troop. That happened twice now.
Yeah, especially on defense, because Marchless isn't worried about him making progress because they're on the cart with him,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not going to go anywhere until he dies. It's not like he's able to back cap, or it's not like he's contesting them making progress. It's just kind of hanging out with them.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
As you see here on the side of Marchless, it's going to be like a very similar comp to what we saw on Oof Troop for their attack.
But they do
But
have
they're
the
gonna have the
back
back.
for a little more sustain. They can keep their Bastion alive, maybe go for a res after the Bastion dies with the Immortality Field Mercy res. The possibilities are much more endless here now, as opposed to just dying immediately when Goats walks up.
Yep, gonna see a very interesting comp coming on the side of Oop Troop on defense here. They're gonna be running that Moira Zen for their heals here, and they're gonna be running triple tank. It's gonna be Ryan, Zarya, and Diva with a Junkrat thrown into the mix.
Edgelord goes down quickly. Captain Fletch gets very low.
Schmidt's out of DM. Unfortunately, gonna go ahead and fall down. Schmidt's in the backline. Gonna die almost instantly to Crane.
Big hook.
Ooh, that
on
hook's
the
gonna come
Ranger.
on to Ranger. It's not looking too great here for the side of Oof Troop here as they're down a whole bunch.
The shield break on the side of Marchless is amazing with the Hanzo and the Bash. Like, I'm surprised he can even hold his shield up at all. Oh,
Ooh.
Bastion gets taken out. But like I said, they're going to do the Immortality Field res. But she gets booped out of it. Oof Troop is stabilizing pretty well here. They might be able to... Oh, another big hook. But it gets bubbled and Ranger turns the tides and takes out... We see Don Cheadle in the main tank this game, which I think might be the first time we've seen that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's something that I've also noticed as well, is that we've got Daytex instead actually on the Roadhog and not on the main tank. He's on the off tank here. Sean playing a little aggressively there, taking a little bit of damage.
We see some support from the Oof Troop in Twitch chat. Hopefully they can get this full hold. Only 2.5 minutes left. Not that long of a time to hold. Oh, here comes the Bastion ult. And the Junkrat
Here comes the
tire.
Riptire. Riptire's gonna go ahead and get 3.
Bastion takes out 1, but Captain Fletch takes out Don Cheadle.
The Gekkening is gonna go ahead and be on the card here. Gonna have to get away, but it's looking like we're gonna see some
DMX.
stall here.
Nope,
Ooh.
they kill him pretty quick. But they took about another half minute off time. By the time they get back to the fight, we might have like a minute 45. They're holding strong here.
Yep, and it looks like Marchless is gonna need to do something here if they're gonna need to go ahead and advance onto the card here.
They switched to the Pharah off the Bastion.
Should help a lot with spam here, get some good damage in, but it's looking like they're gonna be pushing in here pretty aggressively using those bongos here. Breaking the shield. Captain Fletch gonna fall.
There comes a grab bomb. They don't have the ability to put down a new shield. Takes out 2, well, 1 in a bongo.
I'm not sure that's gonna be enough though. I think the damage done on the side of Marchless was too much for them to handle. I could be wrong though. It's looking like Schmidt. Oh, thinking there that
but here comes Captain Fletch.
not really
He's got
much he
to-
can do by himself, unfortunately, even with the Moira.
Here comes the
All he's got to
dragon.
do is
I might take.
he's very, very split right here. Captain Fletch, if they can go ahead and kill him right here, that'd be great in terms of being able to get some more space for their team
But
here.
He is able to back out and get rid of the rest of the team. They are all back. The Diva gets hooked. The rest of the team follows in. Captain Fletch gets purple. Shattered 2. And takes out the Gekkening on the Pharah.
Captain Fletch barely able to stay alive there even after getting purple, but he held his shield up for just a amount of time. But it looks like I'm on the side of Oof Troop for winning this fight here.
It is very even still, though, with Diva Mech going down and Patrick falling as well.
Patrick.
Ooh, there comes 3 more kills. Or 2 more kills. They're committing ults, though. Marchless is trying to keep this going. I guess they're trying to use their spawn advantage as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, and it looks like Oof Troop's going to go ahead and back out that. Moira's going to go ahead and get hooked there. Not
Somehow-
looking too good there for Oof Troop.
Yeah, somehow Marchless turned a lost fight into a win just by clicking Q. And here comes more ults.
Well, that's the only problem with them attacking up that close is they definitely had that spawn advantage and they were able to get people back into the fight. Right now, I'm still seeing or I guess now a 5v5 or 5v6, but with spawns that far, trades up that close are not going to be that beneficial for Oof Troop, so they had to back out and give Marchless some space there. Patrick, though, going to go ahead and fall down.
So here comes the noon grab and takes 1, and there goes Det off the hog.
Yep, looking super good here for Oof Troop, but they're going to go ahead and get the charge on the Crane and take out Haishan. Hopefully I'm saying his name right.
I don't see anything. Hassine, maybe? we'll say it's Haishan. Here comes the dragons coming out. Is he going for the switch, maybe?
Maybe it was just it looks like it was just an accidental Q.
Yeah, he's rolling out.
Looking like I got confirmation that it is, in fact, Taishan. Unfortunate Q usage there. But
He
it
does take
happens.
out
I know
Matt.
all about it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and get
Rain.
2 there. Oh, this Shatter Bomb combo is going to have to get a whole lot of here. A whole lot of value here. Going to go ahead and get Patrick here. But Aishan going to go ahead and keep getting kills here. The Storm Arrow is going to go ahead and keep doing work. He's right on the back of the Ryan. The Ryan's going to charge him against the wall. The ATTS is going to get a pick on Captain Fletch here. It's looking like it's a 3v2 advantage right here to Marchless as they're going to keep pushing forward.
That whole hog might just do it with Parker Destroyer. Or Parker Destroy.
Patrick's got to get out here. He's going to go ahead and have another Dragons there, regardless of whether he threw the one that one away. That Dragon's super going to be huge. Taishan, Captain Fletcher coming back out here, but Smith's already out of mech.
And that looks like it's
looking
going
like,
to be it.
And it's going to be a 4-0 victory to Marchless, the first sweep of the tournament.
All right. We're going to see if we can try and get an interview from Marchless after we watch this play the game, and we will be right back after that air. Matsu on Oof Troop getting to play the game with a big Riptire, taking out 2 and the Immortality Field. All right, we will be right back. Right, and we are back with the Geckoning from Marchless, the victorious team. How are you feeling after that win, Marchless? Or Geckoning?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we haven't played together too much yet, so this is kind of like our first actual game together that isn't a scrim, and I think we did pretty well. So we're only going to get better from here.
Oh yeah, that was actually our first 4-0 of the tournament, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys certainly ran. I believe it was Sombra on a Goats was like your bread and butter
Yeah, for sure.
tournament.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been strong with at the beginning. I tend to play Sombra a lot because I've kind of noticed that when teams are scrimming, one of the hardest things to scrim against is the Sombra, mostly because a lot of Sombras play differently, and there's a lot of Goats teams that just run Goats. So I figured it's kind of a good way to bamboozle whoever you're playing against.
And Hack last entirely too long. Player.
Yes, that's for sure.
Just walking around, unable to do anything. Well,
Yep, and
go ahead.
if I could make a remark, I'd like to say that your Samba was quite good on the attack on Blizzard World. I don't know if you actually knew this, but 2 of your EMPs were on Blizzard World. Actually happened right before Oof Troop's EMP happened. So you guys were a little bit more aggressive there, which allowed you guys to win the fight.
Yeah,
they had their EMPs ready to go, and they sat on it a little too long, and your guys came out right beforehand and was able to get them hacked both times.
Yeah, the one time I had a feeling that I caught him. The second one though, I couldn't tell you when that was. But yeah, I always try whenever I think the other Sombra has EMP, I'm going in.
Well, congratulations on your win. I know you have another 6 weeks of tournament games, so good luck in your future games as well.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for the subs and the bits. You guys were great in Twitch chat. We have more games coming up throughout the week. Please come back and